The cheap candy store lady. They say that a cat will chase a mouse as soon as it sees one, but when it came to Morio, it didn't matter where he was or what time it was. When he saw a cat, his eyes changed and he chased after it too. "Do you hate cats or something?" someone once asked him. "No, not really. But whenever I see one, it's like all the blood rushes to my head and my body moves of its own accord." One day, he was on his way home from school, and as he was walking along the railway line, suddenly, it hit him. He always sensed a cat before he saw it. "There's one around here somewhere." Morio stopped and looked around. The first thing he saw was a fat calico he often saw around there. It was hidden inside a bush and its tail wagged back and forth. That area by the side of the tracks had long been left vacant, so it had turned into an area where the cats played, and also a spot for people to walk their dogs. Looking closer, there were 7 or 8 cats hiding in the grass by the edge of the empty lot. Wow, there's so many. Once again, that feeling came over Morio. At some point, he had picked up one of the rocks at his feet, and he held it tightly. The cats seemed to be having a meeting in the grass, and as he snuck towards them, they seemed to sense his presence and readied themselves to run. The large calico cat in particular stood out to him. That cat alone stood at the ready, facing Morio, the annoying kid who always hassled them. Morio aimed his rock and threw. The cat jumped a meter in the air and then disappeared. Seemed he hit it in the neck. "I got it!" Morio poked his tongue out and ran home. He turned right on the path beside the tracks, and when he passed the small, cheap candy store, he saw a few of the second grade boys inside. "Old lady! Old lady!" they kept calling out. That's weird. Morio wondered if she went somewhere while the store was still open. When he got home, nobody was there as usual. He played games for a while, and then he felt like eating some shaved ice, so he took 50 yen from his own wallet and went back to the cheap candy store. It was still open, but the fat old lady who ran it still wasn't there. "Hello?" There was no response. "Old lady! Shaved ice! Melon!" he called out towards the back. A short while later, the old lady suddenly appeared without making a sound. She looked terribly annoyed, and her complexion wasn't too good either. Silently, she approached the shaved ice machine and glared at Morio. She poured melon syrup over the mountain of ice and then handed it to him. For some reason, Morio handed her the 50 yen in a hurry. Then, the old lady suddenly grabbed his hand with the coin in it. "You just threw a rock at a cat, didn't you?" she said. "You mustn't do that. Next time you do." Then she pulled his hand again and glared at him. For just a moment, those eyes seemed to glow. Then she let go of his hand. "Ow," she said, rubbing the back of her neck. Then she turned around and returned to the back of the store. At that moment, Morio desperately tried not to scream. Blood dripped from the old lady's neck, and the collar of her kimono had turned red.